time for the final of the Euro. Finally, down to the last game, the last 90 or 120 minutes maybe, the last two teams. I think it's... How are you, Ashley?
I'm good. How are you?
Are you excited about the final?
I'm very excited. The team that I wanted to win made it through with obviously goals by Griezmann.
So the thing is, in the end, in a Euro of maybe surprises and Cinderella stories with Iceland and Wales, in the end we have two finalists. Probably, well, France. I think it was in everybody's bet, or in a lot of people's bet. Maybe Portugal, not that much, but still, two pretty expectable teams. That's a new word for you guys to play the final. So how do you see the game? Who do you think comes in a stronger shape? Do you have a favorite?
I do have a favorite, and I'm not just saying this because I'm going with France in this final, but I do think that France comes in a little bit stronger, or perhaps a lot stronger than Portugal. I mean, France has had a tougher road coming to the final, has beaten Germany. So I think they come with a little bit more experience, obviously coming off scoring more goals.
They beat Iceland in the quarterfinals. One thing that Portugal couldn't do. But it's true, it was in a completely different stage of the tournament. Portugal and Iceland played the first game. So, I don't know, I do think that the upright progression of France has been a lot bigger than Portugal's.
Yes,
I think Portugal has kept that same line of, walking on thin ice.
Walking on thin ice, doing what they have to do to win the game, but not necessarily in the most aesthetically pleasing way, I guess you could say. But I mean, that's not to take anything away from Portugal, because we really don't know how they're going to play this match. They're definitely going to come in. I mean, these players are playing for the final of the European Championship. They both want this badly.
Yeah.
And you can see that in the players when they step on the pitch. And when you see Cristiano, it's not just for the goals. I think we all know Cristiano Ronaldo wants to score goals. But I think when you represent your country, it's something different.
Yeah, now this means, finally, it would be very kind of poetic. But in the end, maybe his last Euro Cup, like he gets to win it. I think it would be a great kind of close.
Right, a closing to
the amazing, brilliant, inexplicable career of Cristiano. But I think it is true also to say in favor of Portugal, they haven't played the most beautiful football, but they haven't allowed any of the rivals to play their best.
True.
And the rivals have looked more vulgar playing against Portugal than they actually are. And I think that could happen to France. Because I think it's going to be very uncomfortable for them to, own the game against Portugal. And of course, they're going to be nervous because maybe defensively is probably the most or the to-do thing for France. And having Cristiano up top can actually maximize those worries.
Right. So I think when France played against Germany, it had different responsibilities defensively.
Sure.
Germany did a great job of finding players between those lines of defense, and they were incredible in the first half.
Yeah.
So I think it'll be a little bit different against Portugal, because we see they've got strikers like Nani and Cristiano, who played a lot differently than the strikers in Germany, and it'll be a much different responsibility. And like you and Iñaki were talking about, the air game. Cristiano is unbelievable in the air. There are very few people that can jump higher than this guy, and that goal that he scored in the semis was unbelievable.
Which kind of brings us to the whole kind of debate that is sparkling right now. Griezmann or Cristiano, what's going to happen with the Ballon d'Or in the end? Is Griezmann, has he, deserved or done enough to be in the podium? Like, what happens if France wins with 2 goals by Griezmann? Should he deserve the Ballon d'Or? If Portugal wins with Cristiano's goals, definitely. I think if Portugal wins, whether or not Cristiano scores, he's going to win the Ballon d'Or.
That's probably very true. And I think a lot of people are waiting for this time to come to an end when it's always Cristiano Messi, and then one other player. I think people are wanting to see, at least I am, giving credit to other players. We understand that they've done a lot in their career football, and that's probably part of the reason why they're up there. But I mean, we also have to look at other players and what they're doing in their seasons and for the country.
Especially in big stages like this, and the Euro.
Exactly, and this Euro Cup and this season, Griezmann has been a huge factor in both for his team and for his country, especially for his country. So I think if he can win, if he brings his team to the championship and they win it and he scores a winning goal, it would be kind of unfair to not see him at least on the podium. Winning it, I'm not really sure. I mean, that's sort of polemic because we don't...
In the end, we've said it many times. I personally think the Ballon d'Or is a very arbitrary thing that you can really explain the criteria. But my opinion is that, you know, if France wins with a great performance by Griezmann and he scores 1 or 2 goals, I think he deserves it.
Right.
And the other way around, you know, if Portugal wins with a goal by Cristiano or 2 goals and a good performance, he totally deserves it as well.
I agree with you.
So I think we're gonna have to wait, you know, and see what happens in those 90 or 120 minutes again. Let's go with a prediction. What do you think is gonna happen?
So I'm going to disagree with you and Iñaki. I'm going to go with France in this match. I just think still their offensive prowess, even though I still have doubts in their defense from what I saw in the semifinals, but I think their offensive prowess with Griezmann leading the offense and of course Pogba, I think they're going to come out on top. I'm going to go with the 2-1. I think Cristiano will get a goal.
She's gonna go with a 2-1 for France. I'm gonna go with a 2-1 for Portugal.
Yeah.
I would love to see Cristiano score those 2 goals. That'd be great. And in the end, you know, it'd be a beautiful way to close for Cristiano to win that
totally
Euro
agree with
Cup.
that.
I think it would be awesome.
I agree. I think 31. He's 31 or 32. 31, 32. I'm not Cristiano. This is sort of his coming the end of his top years, I guess, as a top striker, and everything that he's done. It would be an amazing way for him to sort of close this as him coming out and bringing his team or helping bring his team to the European Championship.
And definitely kind of like clearing out some doubts from some people who says like he's not one of the best players in history of the sport.
Oh, that's
but anyway, she's going to go with 2-1 for France, 2-1 for Portugal. Let us know what you think is going to happen in Galacticos with the Ballon d'Or, with the game, everything. And give us a like and subscribe. And we'll see you tomorrow.
We'll see you on Sunday.
Our friend Karim Karas, don't think we forgot because we didn't. You said that Wales was going to be in the semi-final. That was probably a daring prediction, but you got it right. So a big shout out for you, my friend, who I had the pleasure to meet in Manchester.
Wait, did I meet him? Or did you do
I don't think you did. But Karim, you know, a big hug for you. Always following the Galacticos. Keep it up, and you know, tell us your prediction. Maybe if you got Wales in the semi-final, maybe we should hear you about what's going to happen on Sunday.